and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Second down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Reggie Ragland, the 2nd rounder, there for the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Dalton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So possession change with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Does not matter what the yardage is on that play. Why? Because you're watching a running back who doesn't go down easily. There may be contact, but he's fighting for every inch, every yard. His teammates will get excited when they watch that.
Again, it's McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Here's Manuel. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. He had time, was able to survey the field, and
that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw here, Dalton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And here come the Bills. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
the kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Manuel. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton, 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon LaFell as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Manuel. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll go again to McCoy. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 11. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The fade route, that seems to be becoming more and more popular in the NFL. What makes it a success?
When you have an athletic, acrobatic receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up there where he can get it and no one else.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now Manuel over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. This give is to McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One man in the backfield, that's McCoy. And they'll give it to him here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Yeah, Brandon, that was the first step, but they still need to find a way to get the ball back.
Exactly. They still need some help here, don't they?
Oh, without a doubt. They've got to go out and get a stop and make sure they get the ball back for their offense for one last push.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
They come out here in the eye. Dalton gives to Bernard. And a short pick. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run again with Bernard. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Dalton wants to throw. And able to find Green. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Big spot. Andy Dalton going up top. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, the
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! Dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting tonight.
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but I only got the best intentions. Tough, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just under. Bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And look at this. Right away, a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Off the give from Flacco for Sam. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Flacco here on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Second down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback. I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Dalton throwing on second down. On the right side, caught by Green. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. On the toss, Bernard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. got a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Surveying the field. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They stay on the ground. Force set again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. He sets to fire deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. First and 10 here for Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benjamin Watson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Now Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Flacco to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Flacco from the gun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Caught right side, Tate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Holding. Defense.
And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he finds Tyler Croft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens haven't had the same success as last week through the air. The Bengals have obviously played a role in that as they've done what they've needed to in order to slow that part of the game down. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Down till late in the second, Flacco would connect with Smith Sr. on the slant, and that connection will lead to a gain of 29 yards. Still late in the first half, Flacco's looking to the end zone here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown.
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And in there, a nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton operating in the red zone now. A dump off now to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Bernard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Catch left side here by Aiken. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 3rd down and 1.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Again, they run with Taliaferro. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, Flacco finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Flacco here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got time in the pocket to Allen on the dump off. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here. But let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk up
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And Green with a catch left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now it's Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Setting to throw, Flacco. And Watson has it right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Pressure mounting. Flacco. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Flacco. He's got time. Smith catches left side. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Taliaferro. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run with Taliaferro. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now Jones. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Back to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Taliaferro. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Second down, Flacco now. Finding time. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Bengals are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Eagles offense that knows they'll be challenged. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make a mirror.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try.
Late in the year, we all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. It's caught by Randall. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Reuben Randall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran who still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Dalton. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was trying to get it into LaFell, and it's 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal. Defense digging. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage. Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering. Now a carry for Bernard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Third down, a shot here for Dalton, escaping the pressure right. And that is a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that in. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
380, dagger.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And Eifert has it. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nigel Bradham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got his man here. It's Green.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles... A road win in the national.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody can, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Down, pass it around, hey. Walk with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody gang, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it, I might. Lose it, I might.
Welcome to franchise mode.
Lose it, I might. Lose it.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Welcome to franchise mode.
I might lose it. I might lose it.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Lose it. I might lose it.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walked alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm a martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Your season starts now. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Don't you ever get tired and feel like giving up? Don't you ever feel like you've had enough? Don't you ever get tired of wondering what's wrong or right? Don't you ever get tired and feel like giving up?
On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on. Come on, let's go. What nothing? What nothing? Here we go. What nothing?
the rhythm, but on the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I could say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
impressed, that's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, present, come out, come out, come out, come out, come out, come out.
I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
I put it in Javic. I got these bitches dripping. Was young, I wanted a Bentley. I promise I'm gon' oh, what's am I gon' get it? I had to trap out the vacant. Swerving around in Vegas. Mama, we finally made it. On the way to racks, I'm a trap star. She a ride like a car. Drop the bricks in the backyard. Told her how to turn the white heart. I can't take her on a date. Here's a chicken dinner. Put my wrist in the pot.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk.
How else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? 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 Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Whip. You know my is the best. I feel like I should stop and retire as a vet and probably maybe put on a new. Oh, I'm in the cruise ship. I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? 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 Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? Whip. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's the beginning of a new era for this young man in the pros. Rookie seasons can be notoriously tough for quarterbacks. We'll have to see how seamlessly he can make the jump from college to the next level. It's the Bengals going up against the Jets. With that, we'll get up to...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the screen, Bernard. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agent.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Green. 8 yards there and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Sheldon Rich alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Burkhead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
He'll look to throw. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go! On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
They went.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now back to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They send Green to the left on his own. He'll drop to throw. Green's got it over the middle. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll set up to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the veteran Brian Hartline there. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Usually when we talk about concentration and catching the ball, it's about the receiver. In this case, it's the defender who had the great focus knocking it away.
2nd down following the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now hold everything. So here are the Bengals now as they get to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Green with a catch left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down following the run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They'll run now with Burkhead. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals getting set to go, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins, the rookie from Georgia, in there to drop his man and pick up his first career sack in his first career game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They send Green to the left on his own. Incomplete. And that's just an athletic defender making an athletic play.
Excellent read, too, by the defender. Noticed the route, jumped to the point, and knocked it away.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Let's go! Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The gun. They'll look to throw. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They send Green to the left on his own. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll set up to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they will set up shop at their own 41. A partner, a great game.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's never looking back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. And this man comes into the game off the toughest of losses, when he played out of this world but still can lead his team to the win. If he has as many yards this week as he had in the last, I can't imagine they'll lose again. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFC wild card round between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. A strong running. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Tyler Eifert, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his... Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Brian Hartline brings it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Underneath, this is Bernard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. They'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Ryan Hewitt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes... The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Again, here's Bernard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They send Green to the left on his own. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no sick. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he's got room. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Uzama. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll look to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Here's the option going right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40th. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're getting...
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.
New design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The work this fella did through the air last week is the main reason they come into this game off a win. If not spectacular, it was a very steady performance for him and one he'll be looking to build on in this matchup. It's the Broncos going up against the Bengals. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And caught right side, Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And Brian Hartline brings it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brian Hartline, his first touchdown here. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go! 38! 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go! What? Next round! Next round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Here's Hartline over the middle with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Let's go! 38!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. They'll look to throw again. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the run, it's Burkhead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Underneath, this is Bernard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
They come up in an offset eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Watch left. Stop right there. Flex round.
They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, and that's incomplete. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to LaFell. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go here on second down.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Let's go.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw again. He drops it off for Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. We take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Green with a catch left side. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. Yeah, they'll have...
Maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
They'll look to throw to the left side here for Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The way they're moving the ball on offense now, somewhere Coach Hank Stram is grinning. Just matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run. This is Burkhead. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it into LaFell. That'll bring up 2nd down. And really, Charles, a great job by the defender there to get a hand on the pigskin.
Just as the ball arrived, the defender swatted it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a cutback right sideline. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 1, 9. 3 down, 3 down. Come on, let's go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think...
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let